I remember, seeing that you were on TED, did a TED talk. You were this activist. You saw the activist in front of you, and you saw
So,
farming.
so what I first did, right, is I came back to Oahu. I got a job. I tried to go to college. In college, I took Hawaiian language. And I had grown up in a household where Hawaiian was used. I took a little bit in high school. In college, shout out to Ekela Kaneopio Crozier, my teacher at Leeward. Um, she said something to me in class. She said something in class that was basically like, although Hawaiian is the state language, you can't use it anywhere. And that it is our job to push the levels of Hawaiian language use. And somewhere in that period, I was driving to school one day with my friends in the car, and there was a cop that had pulled up next to me at a stoplight. And long story short, I ended up getting pulled over, speaking exclusively in Hawaiian to the cop. The cop pulled me out of my VW bus through my window, slammed me with my friends in the car, telling me that how could I get a driver's license if I can't speak English, of which I'm responding in Hawaiian, that I don't have to speak English. This is So he tells me if I speak English, he'll let me go. And my friends in the car in Hawaiian are like, this is like 45-minute standoff on the side of the
Oh my
road.
gosh.
So I speak English and the cop writes me a ticket. So I go to court and I introduce myself in Hawaiian, and the judge says, we don't have time for this bullshit, and dismisses my case.
Wow.
And so that started like my hobby. For the next 7 years, I regularly got traffic infractions to go to court. And the first few times they just dismissed it. But then the third time I went to court, it was the judge from the first time. And he was like, oh, you want to play? And by this time, I was racking them, you know, full, took off license plate. Like the last thing they got me for was like 3 grand in violations.
Mm.
And because of that number, it ended up taking 5 years of that case before they brought in an interpreter.
What was, obviously, I know your goal, but let's just hear it from your mouth. What was your goal with that? Like, why were you so adamant about speaking Hawaiian and then respecting, or like, what was your point of that? Or what was the point you were trying to drive?
I think partially, um, it's that personal call to action within myself. You can actually go to, this is the thing that makes it crazy. What is the court system, online court system data? What's the web address for the online court system? It's ecourt.kokua. And if you go to that, you can look my name up, and all the way back to 1996, the court system has documented, yeah, their treatment of me solely for the use of Hawaiian language. Now, the multiple points that I proved in court is one. Yeah. So you get these guys that go to court and fight in Hawaiian, but they get degrees. So the court can prove that they pass English 100, that they are English competent. But it just so happens in college, I failed English 100 twice. Mostly because I never went class. But I can prove in their system that my mind is diverse. And justice has to incorporate diversity. Yeah?
It's good.
So for me, the battle is for the uneducated, yeah? Who's raised in a Hawaiian-speaking family, who uses Hawaiian terminologies on a regular daily basis. To go into a court system that only exists in English is immediate discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what I saw while doing this was the absolute lack of justice in the justice system. Yeah, I literally have been handcuffed and put in a jail cell for refusing to speak English. And what they would do is, see, this is the thing. I figured out the strategy of the court system. Now, when I go in there, they don't even know what to do because I got them so strong arms, right? Today, if you see me go to court, this is the reality. As I'm strapping up my malo in the parking lot, I'm pouring on myself at least a half gallon of coconut oil. Yeah, because everybody like get frisky. Yeah, they like make aggressive. So, oh, gang, we're going aggressive. I'm gonna get slippery and ready. Literally, the last time I was at the Kaneohe District Court, they're trying to tell me I can't go in the court in my malo. And I tell them, you seen the statue of Kamehameha in front of the court with the broken paddle and his malo? You better wake up, buddy. Yeah, because in these situations, you really have to assert yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I show up prepared to assert myself in a very non-violent but very assertive manner.
Yeah.